Hi, Sochi here. Uh, this video is about coming back to working out after being injured for over a month. I tweaked my knees. I don't know how. Um, like I said before, these videos are about schizophrenia and exercising and how they connect. Um, for me, I have dysmorphia, like you might know if you've seen any of my videos. And when I run, it happens to affect my body sometimes. I do everything that I can to prevent that from happening so I can exercise. I mean, I've really been working on myself, on my mental state and all of those things, and counseling and stuff like that. Uh, but it still happens to my body sometimes, and I always try to make sense out of it. I always try to figure out if it's really something that I can kind of put on the disease that I have, or is it something that I'm actually doing wrong? Because sometimes it's hard to know when to go to the doctor. Sometimes you don't know if you have a real illness or if it's just part of your other illness, because it can mimic, like the schizophrenia and the dysmorphia can mimic other illnesses, and you kind of don't know when you really have a fever or if you're just kind of hot, and sometimes it fakes you out, like you're not really sure. You start to get paranoid and you're not really sure if the thermometer works or if it's just in your head that it's really low or it's really high. So you have to kind of really focus on reality and know the difference. It's hard to do sometimes, I'm telling you. It's hard to do. So it's important to have people in your life that that are normal. Uh, it's important to be able to ask somebody other than a doctor, just somebody that cares about you enough to be honest. Yes, you have a high temperature. Yes, your knee looks a little bit swollen. Yes, maybe it's time to go to the doctor. Yes, your tongue is a little red. The other day I scorched my mouth on really hot soup, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna sue somebody. This is horrible. I can't eat anymore because I scorched my tongue and the top of my mouth. It still hurts. And I had to cancel a dentist appointment because my mouth was in so much pain. Anyway, I had my mother look at my mouth and she said, yeah, it looks a little irritated, but I don't know if it's something to worry about. So it's important to know people who are smart and honest with you. So also, what I was talking about was that I was on a run, and for the longest time I had like this tweak in my knee, but I didn't say anything. I didn't go to the doctor. I wasn't worried about it until it got really, really swollen. And I had to ask people, does this look swollen to you? Does this look swollen to you? And finally, they told me you should go to the doctor. So I went to the doctor, and the doctor told me, yes, there's something wrong. Not only that, but your feet are very banged up. So two things. I tweaked my knee, and I had like toenails falling off because my shoes were too small. Simple as that, my shoes were too small. So anyway, I was doing things wrong all over the place. And I was like, how are my shoes too small? I've been wearing the same size my whole life. And she said, it looks like it. And it looks like all your life they've been the wrong size. So I was just like flabbergasted. I was like, how could nobody notice that I'm wearing the wrong size shoes? How could I not notice, right? But it's all, I don't know. Finally, I guess it took its toll from all the running that I was doing, which had never happened to me before since I had been a runner previously in my life, but I never had such a problem with my feet. Maybe I was wearing bigger shoes. I don't remember. But anyways, so coming back from an injury, I just want to tell you that if you've got a mental illness or if you don't, there are like things to expect. You have to wait 4 to 6 weeks if you hurt your knee or your foot or something. And by the way, there is no such thing as a toe splint. My doctor wasn't sure if I broke a toe, but she told me, there's no such thing as a toe cast. She told me that I had to splint my toe, so I had to use 2 things on the sides of my toes and wrap it. It's a silly thing. She said we can't do anything about a broken toe. I just learned that. Anyway, so what to expect is just that when you get back into exercise, you're going to be so sore as if you've never worked out a day in your life, especially if you've injured something on your lower half. Because I've been working out my upper body, no problem. I can still do a pull-up and all of that nonsense, but I did squats, and the day after and the day after that, I was so sore. I was doing it just regular like I was already used to, and I guess you're supposed to start slow and start at a lower weight because I went like right into it. I was like, yeah, I can still do this. I'm strong. My muscles are still showing through my clothes, and boy, was I wrong. You really got to take it easy and be careful, because if you don't, you'll get injured again. And I was really worried, oh my God, I'm going to tweak my knee again and doing squats and stuff. And I didn't, thank God. But I was very, very sore. So remember that. Take it easy when you come back to work out after an injury. And wear the right size shoes. I think I've talked about that before, running shoes. Wear the right size shoes, because not only did it practically break my toe, my toenails fell off, and they're still bruised, and it hurt. We ended up tweaking my knee just simply because my shoes were the wrong size. I did not run up on a curve and go sideways or bend my knee the wrong way. It was just that my shoes were too small. So lessons learned. A big running don't. A big exercise don't. Okay? Thank you for watching. Bye.